Hello, shooter loaders and casters. Welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night Live Stream. Happy Friday. Merry Christmas. Kyle, do that thing you do.
Good evening, everybody. Glad y'all could all make it. We're looking forward to a lively chat this evening. We're going to have some Yuletide stories and interact with everybody. Macman, take it away, bro.
How you doing, guys? Glad to be on here again. Really appreciate the invite. I've been making a few videos. I know if you check on my channel, I made a few videos up. I got some molds ready. I'm gonna do some casting tomorrow. Try out these new M&P molds. I got a customer today actually gave me a box full of brass as well. I turned up in the call and he said, do me a favor, make me some 44 mag and I'll give you all this brass. And I said, do me a favor, come to my house. I'll teach you how to load. You make your own bullets and then you give me the brass. And he goes, sounds good. So I got one of my friends coming over, customers coming over. I'm going to teach him how to load 44 mag. He can do it himself. And I'm going to get this big old box of brass. So that'll be good for this weekend.
Awesome.
What a deal. What a deal. Chris, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for the link. Glad to be here. It's nice to finally have a Friday night that I didn't have anything to do and I can come on. So really appreciate the invite. Tomorrow I'm going to be heading to the range with all the bullets that CW sent me. We're going to go start test firing those. So I'm really excited to get out and do that.
Cool. Thanks for being here. We appreciate your time, bro.
Appreciate it.
What's going on, Walter?
Hey guys, I'm honored to be here again this evening to share the thoughts and philosophizing with everybody. The side chat's already up and running amok over there, I see, so it's going to be a good night. Happy season, good time of the year, and I'm a happy character right here, so I'm glad to be here, guys.
Well, we're happy you're here. And we've got welcome in, Gene. He's not really late, y'all. He's been here. He's just had issues.
Yeah, I forgot to plug my laptop in. Battery ran dead.
Driving through Birmingham. Come on over, Scott.
Who's next? We're live, Gene, by the way. Go ahead and tell everybody howdy.
Howdy.
And there you have it, folks.
You see, this is all planned and rehearsed. Y'all can tell, right? Scotsman, how you doing, brother?
What's going on? Good to be here. Glad I'm off and can join you guys. So good to be here. Good to see everyone up in the side chat. It's already blowing up really good. So looking forward to it.
Thanks for being here, man. We appreciate your time. Vanessa Kitty put a link out to Uncle Jim 3. Am I missing something?
Yeah, he got a strike, so his number 2 is shut down.
He can't post anything for a week.
Yeah, so he's new channel, I guess, so he can't do any live streams, so he's not going to have his Christmas either. Christmas chat.
So what did they ding him for?
Because he
I
showed him
watched the video, but he said he didn't even do anything wrong, but something about casting.
He was casting with 6-shooter.
Andy made a post.
He sent him. Yeah. He did show some casting, and they dinged him for it.
Uh-oh.
Let me go over. Let me post up Andy's comment. I got to exit home full screen here. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah. he was casting the 6-shooter Texan mold that he just got. He was all excited and it was running good for him. And this video was up for like 10 minutes or something, and they blasted him for it.
Wow. Same thing happened to.
Got to be one of his subs dinging him because they're not going to pick up on it that fast. Someone has to be hitting the report button on him.
Yep.
Oh, that or he's already on the radar.
I was gonna say he's probably on the radar.
He doesn't fly low for sure.
So, note to everybody, including in the side chat, do not make videos pulling boulders with your butt cheeks across the yard.
That may be acceptable if you actually did it.
I wished I could see everything, Andy. We got 8 guys in here. We got 35 out there. I do the best I can. CW, what are you up to, brother? You hadn't told us howdy yet.
Well, hello everyone. As always, I'm glad to be here. Glad I'm able to be here. We got a lot of stuff going on in the side chat. We got a lot of different conversations going on. Looking good already. Nothing really planned. I got a video out this morning that I almost forgot about for the knife Friday that I'm doing along with Hobbies Hobo has done a couple of them, but Reloading 1966 started it, and he's been doing them right along. So I'm kind of going along with him. And I heard talk of another one that Hillbilly wants to start up. 7 days or 8 days of Christmas gun shorts. I haven't seen anything else talking about it. I went over to his channel today looking, and I didn't see anything that he had made about it. Kind of hoping he'll pop into the side chat and we can get some more information on it. But I think it's shorts. 7 days of gun shorts, something like that. Hashtag. It was in Chris's chat, I think, on Wednesday that he made mention of it. Do you remember, Chris?
Yeah, it's 7. I can't remember what the hashtag is. I know the video's over on his channel. Probably get a link out there to it. So
Yeah, I looked today. I didn't catch it. I figured it was in one of his last videos at the end, and I didn't see it today.
7 days of gun shorts? We're all going to have to go to the gun store.
I know. Who on this panel has 7 guns?
I'm gonna have to borrow 6.
You can use a tattoo gun. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a tattoo gun, it's a machine. I got guns and they don't do what my machine does.
They will hold close enough.
Well, technically, when you think about it, guns are machines too. So I want to thank everybody for being out there this evening. I know as we get closer and closer to Christmas time, there's more and more demands on your time, and we just appreciate y'all coming in and spending Friday evenings with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I had a fishing accident. This machine is from 1985. This was my second tattoo machine I ever acquired. The vise on it, the original vise broke, so I had a buddy make this one. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Get to be an antique.
That's bad when something from 85 starting to be an antique.
Yeah.
That means that all of us on this panel are antiques.
Classics.
a couple years away, it'll be a 40-year-old machine.
Yeah.
So am I. Just ask my woman. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, just because you drive her crazy.
1985, I was already an antique.
Oh Lord.
1985, man, I was drinking my first bottle of whiskey.
In the womb.
You were late to the party, man. I was drinking whiskey.
Oh no, I wasn't late to the party.
My first shot, I was 6 years old.
I wasn't late to the party.
72.
I was barely out the womb, dude. I was not late to the party.
Whiskey. Oh, yeah, I was listening. Angel's got a Sirius XM subscription, and she's off on Sundays, and we like to just, run around the house, sweeping, mopping, cleaning up, doing chores and stuff like that, listening to the oldies, and Eddie Money was on the oldie station. I was like, what? You got Otis Redding followed by Eddie Money.
Need some Marvin Gaye in there.
Oh, it's there. We love it. We do it every Sunday. She goes sliding across the kitchen floor with a mop in one hand and in her sock feet. Looks like Tom Hanks in the movie Big, I think.
I think of Tom Cruise in that movie where he's lip syncing old time rock and roll in his business shirt, a button down, and his underwear.
What was that movie?
Risky Business.
Yep,
Risky
that's
business. Yeah, Mark Thomas got it. Hey, if Mock shows up, you guys not allowed to give him any bad business over his first
He got a beaver.
first one.
He did. He's supposed to be
He
here.
did.
He has a link. Let me make sure he's got a link.
He's probably still sleeping, or just
Probably
getting up.
is.
You know, in his video, and we'll make fun of him because he's not here, but we'll make fun of him if he does show up too. In his video, the first thing he said was, "Look at the size of it compared to my foot."
Yeah.
It was a big beaver.
Y'all be nice. This is a family show.
I was being nice. I didn't say anything wrong, did I? I simply said it was a big beaver.
It must be Russian.
Man, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm getting so many emails right now. It's driving me insane.
Yeah. Ever since Black Friday.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
I don't know how many
unsubscribing as
years-
fast as I can. Seems like every day I got 4 or 5 that say, click here to unsubscribe. And then for the next 5 days in a row, you still get mail from them.
Right. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Click here to confirm.
Yeah, why is that? And I've talked about that. Why is as soon as you click unsubscribe, they send you another email telling you that you unsubscribed successfully from their website and you won't be hearing from us anymore. Then they turn around and sell your email address to hundreds of other companies. This guy unsubscribed from us, so I know this is a working email. I'm telling you.
That's why I
have
just
deleted so
spam
many email accounts.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't.
them. Yeah, just spam them. Everything goes to spam box. You don't ever see it again, and they don't sell it that way.
I've learned a long time ago. I was still getting emails as of last year to a junk email account I opened up just for something, and it was yada yada at AOL.com. How long has it been since anybody's had one of those emails?
AOL. Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
Somebody I know, and I can't remember who it is, but somebody I know still has an AOL email.
No, I was just going to say that. Yeah. I somebody I know has it too. Gun guy.
Probably Fuzzy.
No,
It
it ain't.
still works.
No, amazingly, Fuzz is on Gmail.
I'm laughing at Hester's comment out there. I get that same email. I bet I get it twice a day.
Oh, the Camp Lejeune water.
Yep.
From 3 different law firms.
I'm tempted to say, yeah.
I can't remember when, but I know I did.
Of course, I've never even been there, but I'm sure some of the water that I drank came out of there.
Yeah, if you've been overseas, it probably did. They're accusing each other in the side chat of being the one that's got the AOL email address. It don't matter, guys. I'm just kidding.
There's a few of you, I'm sure, and I'm sure some of you still have Yahoo and all that. So
I've still got a Yahoo.
I got
Yeah.
Yahoo.
I got a Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yeah, I still got mine. I still use that one. Not.
Yep, me too.
Oh, it was my first email, so I got a lot of them. Or
I got a
still get a
Hotmail.
lot of emails that I got to watch on that one.
I
got a
have
hot-
no idea. I have no idea what my Yahoo email was. It's been so long. I have no freaking clue.
I got a Hotmail account.
We had
I
to
haven't seen
open,
one of those in a while either.
Yahoo.com.
we had to open a Hotmail account when I was doing my associate's degree in networking. And Rebel, if we don't have Medicare to begin with, what makes you think we need
Yeah.
an update? And this is
When you
another,
guys start getting up to be about 70 years old and you start getting all the emails from the Neptune Society and all of the local mortuaries and funeral homes.
Yeah.
I get those all the time.
I started
Drive me
getting AARP emails. I'm like, how did you get this website or this email address?
It's pretty simple. Stop going to the doctor. Stay away from the doctor, and you'll be a lot healthier.
to stay out of the hospital.
Yeah, but sometimes we got to go. I'm sorry that my heat pump just kicked on.
There's a question.
Do I need to mute it?
I do not have 300 blackout, and I do not have a suppressor, so I am.
I love suppressed 300 blackout. And tomorrow I'm going to cast and powder coat a bunch of bullets. Would you stop? Get away from me. I've already got the flat rate boxes acquired. Just got to box them up and get them in the mail.
300 blackout. That's what it was built for. It was built to be suppressed. So.
Yeah, Gene's got a fun one.
I like it a lot.
What green rounds were we shooting that one day? The ones that were like super quiet.
230s.
230s, yeah.
Oh yeah, the missiles. Yeah,
I have some of
cast
those.
some up. I thought I had plenty of them laying around, but since I dismantled the reloading room for a minute, I haven't been able to acquire what I did with them. So I got to cast some more. Ain't no big deal.
So basically, it looks like that.
Let me zoom in, Jamie. Hold on.
That one's loaded in a.
That's a lead 200 grain, isn't it?
That's 8 millimeter. So actually, it's not either. I think it's it's a 323. I got these from either CW or um, what's his name, Charles Irby. When I retire, that's what I'm gonna do. If I ain't fishing, hunting, casting, smelting, or reloading, I'm gonna be hanging out with those guys over on Discord and just soaking it up. Um, Big E has his own Discord server. Reloading Network has theirs.
But yeah, it's fun to take a suppressed 300 blackout and be banging steel at 100 yards, and the gong that it makes is louder than the round going off. It's different. Everybody that gets to shoot it for the first time, like, whoa, that's weird.
AR has a Discord server. He was live last night.
Yep, we were cutting up a little bit last night. He said, I just got to figure out how to use it.
What does PRC stand for? I'm seeing that a lot lately.
I'm not exactly sure, sir.
Precision rifle cartridge.
That's what I was going with, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, Georgia boy, I've done that many times, man. I picked up the dice and everything first, and then got the gun later.
Still need to pick up a rifle.
I've done that many times. That or the brass or whatever. I'll have it before I have the gun.
Yeah, I ended up with two Mosin Nagants and didn't have anything for them. No molds, no brass, no ammo, no nothing. I went looking around. I was like, man, you can't find this stuff anywhere. So I finally got fixed up. It just took a couple of months.
That's where I'm at with 38 Super. I got all of the accoutrements, no firearm. Perfect.
Welcome to Georgia Shooting Connection,
Years.
where we wear Dillons for hats.
I was gonna say we got Mickey with us.
People see the strangest things, I tell you.
Look at Gene all lit up with a backlight and a black backlight. Where's the lava lamp?
Over on the
He's
other
probably
table.
got one. Yeah.
I was going to say, I wouldn't blame him if he does. I think they're cool.
Just don't take it apart and try to eat it.
Mine got knocked off the table and broke. That was a mess. But heck, that was 20 years ago.
You could just about squeeze 300 blackout in a 92, couldn't you, Cranky?
Except for the pointy bullets.
Yeah.
A single shot lever gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to buy.
That's my dream. How did you know, Kyle?
I went to buy 35 Remington ammo back before everything got stupid. But the only thing I could find was ballistic tip, pointy ammunition. I'm like, I'm not putting that in my tube-fed magazine. Which they say it's okay, but I'm not willing to test it.
I've tested it. Those bullets are perfectly fine.
That's what they say. I just, growing up, that's was always the.
That was always a taboo.
Yeah, the no. There, I got away from the heat pump.
My rifle, from what I've tested with so far, don't like those FTX very well. Maybe it's just the powder I'm using, which was Lever Revolution. I was trying to duplicate that Hornady round.
Right.
Turns out that Hornady round didn't shoot very well out of my gun either.
I'm
But
telling you, when me and you went and shot, and you put 5 rounds in the same hole, I said, your 35 Remington series is done, dude. You got it right there.
yeah, that Lee 200 grain flat round flat point works great in 35 Remington. If anybody wants to know, with ram shot tack or H335, either one. So we're gonna go through the side chat, and then we're going to talk about some of our favorite Christmas time memories that involved shooting, firearms, or hunting, or whatever. 30-31 didn't work real well for me, Cranky. I got to try it in 30-30 though. It didn't work well in the 35 Remington. So what can we type to get everybody where I can see them?
Hashtag bah humbug.
That's too long, Scott.
Hashtag
That's
Grinch.
too long.
FTX.
FTX. There you go.
FTX.
FTX. Harm cornbread.
No. Jamie, you want to make a cornbread video tomorrow?
I got another idea for a video for us to make tomorrow. So we got Walters out there. Wow, it blew off the page. The Rebel, Cranky Cletus, 6-shooter Texan, Trees of Blowing, Andy, Alaska One, Andy, Tim S, Papa's Place, Mark Thomas, Hobbies Hobo. I'm gonna come back to that, Hobbies. Rebel, Mike Hester, Walks Fletcher, Garage Guy 879, Abigail Finnegan. She's talking to you, Scotsman. Michael Hurtneck, Kyle, Bobby Barlow, Fuzz T48, Floridian, Jer Bear Tactical, Tactical Fud, Old One Guy, MacMan 039 Reloading is on the panel and the side chat. GGW Outdoors, James Pollard, Ritter 9A, Tommy Boy, CW, Reloader 762, The Rebel, Wes, CW's in the panel on the side chat. And I'm caught up. So now let's go up and see Hobbies Hobo. True story, Ruger #1 single shot is an example of one of the assault type rifles the Canadian government is trying to ban.
Wow.
I have one of those right there.
That, that just goes to show you the people that are in charge of making rules don't know what they're doing.
That's ridiculous.
That
They're
is
going to come after your BB guns next.
that is the funniest comment that I've seen tonight. Was that true story? I mean, that's ridiculous.
67 Rebel SST AMC said make sure it's sweet cornbread. No, man, we need all the sugar we can get to go in our tea in the South.
Can I have sugar for my coffee? No. We save it for our tea.
Oh, you can put it in coffee if that's what you want.
If you even drink coffee.
Oh man, I love coffee, especially good coffee.
You know that if you
Although
switch from coffee to tea, that you can save up to 87% of all the remaining joy you ever had in your lifetime. So forget about it.
wow.
I can't do tea. Got to be coffee.
I will say this. Um, our good friend Old Soldier sent me some Black Rifle coffee, and when the gang was all here, we made it, and I had some with Willie and Scotsman and Mark and Daniel, and I mean the whole gang, and that was really good coffee. I was used to drinking worm dirt juice, which is why I didn't drink it, but it's pretty good coffee.
Mark Thomas, you ain't wrong, brother. I can see you drink coffee like I drink coffee.
That's the way I want mine. I want to be able to count at least to 1,001 before it hits the side if you let it go in the
Just remember that old TV show Green Acres when she would make coffee?
Yeah, I do.
If it ain't dark enough and you can't stand a spoon up in it, it ain't worth drinking.
Well, Jamie,
It's got no
but
flavor at that point.
that pot you sent, I use 8 servings in that little pot of coffee when I make it.
My
I tell you
coffee.
how I make mine. You know those scoops that come with a Mr. Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one of those in my coffee decanter. I put 2 of those heaped over, and then half of another one in there for 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
Yeah, I don't know
I've got a
where
little Cuban restaurant here close by. This Cuban guy, he's a great guy. He was an immigrant, got here to this country, came in through Florida, met a bunch of his family, and they said, "Hey, we'll hook you up with all the free stuff you can get." I said, "No, that's not why I'm here. I came here to work and earn my way." And boy, he did. He ended up from Florida clear over here, started up a restaurant. And you talk about some strong coffee, boys. That old boy knows how to make some strong coffee. Holy moly! The first time I went in there, he gave me this little bitty cup about that big, and I said, "No, I need a cup of coffee, not a thimbleful." He said, "Are you sure this is Cuban coffee style?" I said, "Yeah, man." I went out of there on afterburners. I was on foot walking. Holy cow! I buzzed for about 4 days after that. I drank it, but they make some strong coffee. Those Cubans do.
Oh,
I
Cuban
tried Death Wish coffee. It was terrible. They said it's supposed to be the strongest coffee on the planet. It was absolutely the weakest coffee I've ever had.
What, Death Wish?
Yeah, it was terrible. Don't ever waste your money. It was terrible coffee. I tell you, some of the strongest coffee I've had. I forget the name of the company. I'll have to look it up. But there's a local company in Columbus, and they're just a small little company. They only sell it by the bean, but they have probably some of the best coffee I've ever had, and probably one of the strongest coffees I've ever had.
You can tell if a place roasts their own coffee because the entire block smells like burnt
Yep.
popcorn. It's burnt popcorn. As soon as you hit the block, you smell burnt popcorn, look for the coffee house.
I know there's a lot of talk out there about Black Rifle and how they open their mouth too much. And that's the problem. They open their mouth too much. They just got to keep it shut. They make good coffee. They just got to keep their mouth shut because everything they say is taken the wrong way.
Yeah, because all the eyes are on them.
Yeah.
And then they try to open their mouth again to correct what they said because it was taken the wrong way and make it even worse. Just keep your mouth shut. Just make the
Just
coffee.
be quiet and
keep
make
your mouth
coffee.
Did
All
y'all
businesses
see?
ought to be that way.
Did y'all see Georgia Trapping and Fishing's video about the scouting the trap line that he run over in eastern Georgia?
I did.
Those were some nice beavers.
He had a good week.
And helped out a fellow Georgian. So
Yeah, he did. And they're going back tomorrow to tear the dams out. Yeah, I was just thinking, Scotsman and Cranky, very rarely does my work ask my opinion about anything. I mean,
that's
here
because you're
from,
kept in the basement watching YouTube videos while you're using a small screwdriver.
There's a reason I work third shift, and there's a reason I work in the back of the plant, and there's a reason there's only a half a dozen people that work with me. Yeah, they don't want my opinion.
They keep you in the shadows.
My boss knows. My boss gets it.
You're like the Scottish Schmeagle.
okay, and put it out there. Hobbies Hobo, we'll do anything we can to help you get a work visa to Georgia whenever you get tired of that crap Canada's trying to put on you.
Yeah, that's just redonkulous.
I've never heard of Old Humble Distillers whiskey.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one either.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
It's kind of like these microbrewers, though. They're getting so many craft distillers out there. It's hard to. Well, you can't keep up with all of them. Not that.
Heck, just in the last few years, so many popped up.
Yeah, I don't keep up with that. I keep up with guns better than I keep up with that mess. That's a full-time job. I have trouble enough keeping up with what guns are coming out. But hey, Wednesday night on Chris's chat, I did remember that Savage had that straight pull.
Straight full bolt, yeah. You called that one.
Hey man, as long as it's 100% Colombian, Rebel, you good. I tell y'all another good.
The Colombian's not that bad.
It's not. I tell y'all another good coffee. It's called Community Coffee, and it's from Louisiana, and you can buy it whole bean or ground. Community Coffee's good if you can get it in your area. And another one I gotta agree with Tin Man on is 8 o'clock coffee, whole beans, dark roast. You get
That's
that
what
grind it
my
yourself.
parents drink. They like that.
That's good stuff. Macman, any preferences on your coffee? What do you like?
I don't touch your stuff. I hate the smell of it. I hate the look of it. I've never drunk coffee in my life.
And there goes Mac Man.
No, it makes
Man, how can you not drink coffee? What?
It makes me sick. It makes me ill. Whether I'm allergic to it or I don't know. If I drink coffee, I'm so rough with it, so sick.
Well, Mac, man, if it makes you feel any better, I've never had a drink of coffee in my entire life.
Man, I was
Really?
raised on coffee.
Two of us then.
Dude, you were at Daniel's. You didn't have any coffee when you were there?
I wouldn't even have touched it.
What the? Man, we live off coffee when we're there.
That's impressive, Chris. That's impressive.
But I'm different than Mac Man. I do love the smell of it. My wife and my son drink coffee like crazy. So it's all they've always got some brewing out there. I like the smell of it, but yeah.
Oh, dude, we gotta get you on coffee
between the cheek and gum. But that was years ago, and I'm glad I'm not still there. Ooh. Retired military, our blood becomes coffee. soon after entry. That is very correct.
Yeah.
I'll drink tea though. I like drinking tea, and I drink it black, strong, with 1 sugar, and that's pretty good. But then I'm from the UK, so we drink a lot of tea over there.
I was gonna say you don't put milk in it.
No, I don't. I drink it black. I prefer it like that. I prefer to taste
Okay.
the whole flavor of the tea.
I've had it all kinds of ways, and let me tell you, y'all were on to something with all that tea.
Daniel's got it right. Turn in your man card, Chris. You're done. Turn your man card in.
That's me and Rebel right there. I dunked my toast in coffee when I was 5. Problem was back then, Rebel, and tell the truth, what my mama raised me on was Maxwell House Instant. I'm not lying.
Ooh,
That is
spaceman
rough.
coffee.
Let me tell you
Makes you
something.
shudder.
If you can drink, growing up now, I'm talking about a 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old kid. If you can drink Maxwell House Instant Coffee, there's not a coffee out there that you can't get down. I'm telling you.
I have to agree because work has a couple of machines that spits out coffee, what they call coffee, and it's literally mud in a cup, and it is absolutely the worst stuff you'll ever drink in your life. But I have been able to get that done if I had to in a pinch.
I got a local lady here that's a craft roaster, I guess you'd call her. She and her husband import the beans from a family farm in Nicaragua, and they do some trading back and forth with stuff. But she does what they call a honey roast, and I didn't even know what that was. I had to ask her one time, and she said they leave part of the flour on the bean when they roast it, and it gives it kind of a different flavor to it. It's really tasty. It's expensive as all get out, but and she only sells it through the local farmers market, open air market that we have once a week. So once in a while, I'll go get some of her stuff, whole bean, but she'll grind it for you. But yeah, Costa Ricans got some good coffee too.
Costa Rican coffee is great. And when I went to Peru on my mission trip, I got hung up on that Peruvian coffee. It's very good. One coffee that I'm not very fond of is African coffee. I don't know why it's got a different flavor. It's got more.
Isn't that the coffee that it's some country over in Africa that they feed the beans to the chimpanzees or something, and they don't harvest them until they go through.
I've heard that story. I don't know how true it is, but
it's some very good coffee, but I'm not drinking it.
there is some stuff like that, Kyle. Yes. And Jamie, I'll get you some of the coffee, that local coffee here, because it was I believe it was an African bean, but dude, it was good coffee. Probably some of the best coffee I've ever had. I just gotta remember the name of the damn company, and then I'll order some.
Our orchestra director at church gave me a couple of pounds of African coffee, and I remember I didn't much care for it, but that was about the time I was drinking that Peruvian also.
Yeah, it was probably one of those. It's probably one of those Ethiopian blends. You talked about dipping toast in coffee? Did anybody else? I grew up 4 and 5 years old, putting my toast on a plate, soaking it with coffee, and then sprinkling it with sugar and eating it for breakfast.
One of the guys was talking about they did biscuits like that. Bobby Barlow, I think. Was that you, Bobby?
I grew up having my toast and coffee in the morning when I was 4 and 5 years old.
Wow, no, I never did that.
Yeah, Rebel, pumpkin spice coffee is just wrong, dude.
It is.
Any flavor in coffee other than coffee is wrong.
Pumpkin spice should be in pumpkin pie.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, the word pumpkin spice and coffee do not go together.
Same thing with
That's
beer.
like
Fruit
beer
don't
with
belong in
pumpkin
beer either.
They don't go together.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was Bobby. George
Yeah.
Boy says soaky bread. Yeah.
Hmm?
Kona coffee was good in Maui. It's hard
I
to
never
find.
liked the Kona coffee either.
I like Kona a
Tastes
lot.
like, do you? Man, I never liked it.
Look at that. Tommy Boy puts it in his pork rub.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
You can
I've
always
heard a lot
make
of people putting coffee in rubs.
you can always make mater gravy that uses leftover coffee ground.
67 Rebel. How would you like some uh, venison cube steak, gravy, and homemade biscuits?
I'm in.
Scrambled eggs and grits. That's a good breakfast.
I think I'm gonna take
Oh,
some of that deer meat that you brought over here, Jamie, and cube it up and make some chili tomorrow.
coffee is the basis for red eye gravy. Look, guys, we got to get to our topic. What
I
is
was gonna say
it?
we're almost halfway through and you ain't said a damn word about it.
I have, and anyway, what
So
is
what it
your
was
fondest memory of Christmas time and firearms shooting or hunting?
I'll
Y'all heard
start.
an
I'll
hour.
start with mine super short. I don't have any. Bah humbug. Okay, next person.
My favorite memory is going out with my brother who has now passed away, and we went out to a friend of his farm, brought a bunch of different firearms, brought a 22 target pistol, took my 35 Remington. He brought a couple 9mm, 45 Colt 1911, and we had a good time shooting at a yard sign, like a realtor sign we found, and then stuffed it out into the field and shooting at that. That's what I got.
Call off the next person.
Viejo.
I'll tell you a short story. When I was a kid, I'm going to say 13 or so. Must have been 13 because that's when I got that rifle. I'd been a bad boy. I can't even remember what it was I had done, but I was in the doghouse that Christmas for something. I don't know. I fibbed to my dad, or I don't know what I did. I can't remember. All I remember is I was disappointed because I had been asking for a 22 rifle all this time, and I had my eyes on a 69A, and that's the rifle that I wanted. And it come Christmas time, and there was no long packages under the tree. And so I knew that I was in deep doo-doo. In fact, there was nothing under the tree with my name on it. So it must have been something ferocious that I did. And I can't for the life of me remember what it was. The brain must have blotted it out. But the other end of it is that apparently I looked so pitiful when all that went down. My dad he says, "Excuse me for a minute." He went out and into the kitchen or someplace and came back with a Christmas card and said, "Here you go." And I opened it up and it said, "Good for 122 rifle at the end of the month if you're good," which was only 5 more days away. So I was an angel for the next 5 days. Probably the last 5 days I was an angel. But I did get my 69A.
Garage guy, do you still got that Marlin Model 60? That's me, Mike. I used to go squirrel hunting with my Uncle Jim every Christmas morning. Thanksgiving morning too, we'd go squirrel hunting. And till he got in trouble, my aunt divorced him, and y'all don't want to hear all that story, but yeah, for
Edward Patty, the Remington Nylon. Dude, the Remington Nylon is an awesome firearm.
Well, we all thought that was the the cream of the crop when that thing came out. Everybody wanted one for no apparent reason. It was just a
Ultra
plastic
modern.
stock, but they were cool.
It was ultra modern.
Yep.
They command some good money these days. They're if they're in good shape, they command some good money.
My hunting buddy Billy still has his. He'll bring it out and shoot it sometime. Miss Kitty, active duty, ice fishing. Sounds pretty fun. Mike Hester got a 39A on his 16th birthday, and I hope to goodness you still got that. Crossman 760 BB gun. So you sneak it out? Are you kidding me? GW would sneak it out?
Damn.
He probably slit the wrapping open and wouldn't care. I could just see him lifting the top off, looking around, sneaking out, shoot it, come back, put it back in the box. Hey, son, how come this gun's all rusty? Wouldn't that way when we put it in there?
That's funny.
While we're talking about GGW, just real quick, GGW got busy and got the rest of these Willie mugs ordered and sent out to a whole bunch of us. So thanks for doing that, GGW.
I got to get me one. My wife broke mine. Of course, y'all heard that story. MacMan, what's your favorite Christmas story involving firearms, hunting, shooting, whatever?
Well, back like 13 years ago when I moved over here, there was really nothing before that because we're not allowed not to have them in the UK. So my dad had a shotgun and we used to do some rabbit hunting with it. And that's about all we did, to be honest with you, back in those days. We were only allowed to hunt rabbits, squirrels, and pigeons with a shotgun. And I moved over here and I went crazy for it. It all went nuts when I moved over here. Buying guns, reloading equipment, and all that stuff that goes with it. So I've probably crammed in 13 years what you guys have done all your life.
I doubt that, but that's a good thought.
You got a good start.
Merc.
There isn't any gear left for him to acquire. He's got it all.
Squirrel hunting with my grandfather on his farm in South Georgia, many Christmas holidays. That's great, man. South Georgia's a great place to hunt, not just squirrels, but they've got a lot of open area, flat fields and stuff down there. Just seems perfect for deer, quail, whatever. And Mike, I'm thinking I need to get one of those in the next 3 or 4 years for my granddaughter. She's 7 now. She's going to get her first one like I did when I was 10.
Chris, what about you, sir?
Most of my favorite Christmas stuff's pretty recent in my life, really. So I got with my wife years ago. We started doing a lot of stuff with her family, but Christmas Eve morning, what we used to always do, but the guy where we went and did it doesn't live there anymore. But we used to, all the people in the neighborhood, we'd all get together and we would just bring all our guns over there and shoot. And we'd shoot clay pigeons in the morning, and we'd take, one of us had a thrower, we'd take over there, and then that was where I shot my first grand. That was always kind of a monumental day, getting to shoot one of those for the first time. But cool thing today was, it popped up on my Facebook feed, was it must be this weekend, must be the bonus weekend for deer hunting in Ohio. because I killed my first buck 4 years ago today. It popped up in my feed, so that was a cool day too.
Yeah, tomorrow's late gun season.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember I went out all that week and never got anything, and then I got one on the bonus weekend.
Yeah, that starts tomorrow. Tomorrow's late gun season, and then it's just I forget exactly when it is, but muzzle loaders right after that.
Walt says it's dinner time. Maybe he'll be back. I think most of us always have that sentimental attachment to their first gun. Maybe I'll get mine out and make a video about it over the Christmas break. So 6-shooter Texan says we have a lady from England shooting cowboy action. Never shot a gun until a year ago.
Yeah, you mean you can get them back home. There's a lot of paperwork and a lot of stuff involved to actually have them, but you can get them. It's just a lot of work.
And they're expensive.
Super expensive. But like Mac Man, when I grew up on the farm, working on the farm, we just had the shotgun on the farm.
Wow. Pretty cool right there. I got my first one when I was 10, and I remember begging for that. Y'all know the guy that on the Christmas Story begging for that uh, BB gun, the Red Ryder? I did
Yeah,
that for my first rifle, and I got it. I was 10.
a Red Ryder carbine action range model air rifle with a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time.
250 shot repeater. You forgot that part. What about you, CW?
Deer hunting for us was pretty much done by Christmas, so there was no deer hunting. Around here now, it's muzzleloader, and it goes to just after Christmas or just near the end of the year. We've been hunting it maybe the past 20 years. Before that, we didn't have it. It was always duck hunting time. So we'd get up for Christmas morning and then head out for ducks. We lived around the shore, and then be back for Christmas dinner. And it always drove Mom nuts. But that was our Christmas. Duck hunting, sea ducks, ocean ducks.
I bet that is fun.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of shooting. If you like shooting, you like duck hunting.
I'm going duck hunting Sunday.
I haven't been in a lot of years. We moved away from the ocean. I can still drive there. It's only half hour, 45 minutes away, but it was convenient when we were right on the shore. I mean, my house was a couple hundred yards from shore.
Yeah,
We
baby.
would go all the time. I'd walk to the beach all the time.
We're going to go to one of the local lakes. It's about rain now. Cold weather up north is driving them down here, so we might have some fun.
Now that right there is a fine first gun. My son's first gun was a 20 gauge New England single shot break open. He got it when he turned 10, and I liked it so much I bought me one. We had two of them that were consecutive serial numbers, and
Nice.
they're not much of a gun. I mean, they're nice guns, but they are what they are. And I just really like the fact that we have both of them. And somewhere over his moves over the years and everything he's been through, he's lost his somewhere.
D-Bub's got an awesome comment out there. I was just reading that.
Who was it, Chris?
It's up on the screen now. That's
Oh.
pretty cool.
Well, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's what family, that's what Christmas, that's what it's all about right there, guys. You gotta keep our hobby going or it'll die in the wind. Uh, and I don't want to get political, but our government's trying to take that heritage away from us, and we gotta do what we can to fight back. James Pollard, his first was an H&R 410 also. I hope you guys still got these things. I just think there's not a whole lot cooler than a old shotgun. And I don't know why, because I don't like to shoot shotguns.
My first was a Ithaca 20 gauge. I bought it myself, and I sold it.
My first one over here was an 870 Wingmaster. It's still sitting in the safe.
Todd still has his.
My first handgun over here was a Ruger Blackhawk at 44 mag, because 44.
Because everybody should own a massively overpowered hand cannon.
It's not overpowered. It's perfectly powered. Perfectly powered.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Hell, I got a couple of them.
That's why my safe is full of 29s.
I ain't seen Thorzak's out there in a while. I hope he's still out there. Thompson Center Renegade, 54 caliber. That's a big first gun, man.
If you're gonna go all out.
Yep.
Mark, I think I have seen a video on that gun. I think I've seen that in your 10 guns in 10 days thing.
Yeah, I think he did show that one.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember the first firearm that I actually bought, and I think it was my Ruger Mark I, and I was probably 16 or 17 when I bought that one. When you could still be a youngster and buy a firearm in California, that's how long ago that was. And I don't know where that gun is. I must have sold it or something somewhere along the line because I don't have it anymore. But I spent a lot of time shooting it. I carved my own set of grips for it out of a couple nice pieces of oak. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I don't know what happened to it. It went away. My mom probably threw it away. She hated guns.
I like the Ruger M77. Those are nice guns.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, her first gun was a Stevens 320 20 gauge for her 20th birthday. Nice. Is it 320? Is that a double barrel?
I can remember when I moved over here, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to buy guns or not. Obviously, I couldn't buy them new in the gun shop because you had to do a background check, but you're allowed to buy them used. And I'd been working one day and I pulled up at one of my shops, and this guy jumped on my truck and tried to steal some tools off me, and he pulled a knife on me. I had nowhere to go. I was in the truck. He was standing in the doorway, so I had to back away. And he just took some tools from the truck. So I phoned up Fish and Game and I said, I'm here on a business visa. Am I allowed to own guns? And the woman said, let me check. So she went back in. She said, no, you can't buy them new from a gun shop, but you can go and buy them used. You just got to show that you're a Arizona resident. So I went out that afternoon and I bought, it was a Ruger. I think it was a 5-shot 38 special revolver in black, but it didn't have the hammer. It was a hammerless one. I don't know what model it was. And that was the very first gun I ever bought. Just because some guy pulled a knife on me one day in the truck and I had nothing to protect myself.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she was wrong. You can't, and that when you have a business visa or if you're on a work visa, you can buy a firearm here. You just have to do certain things in order to do it. There's certain you got to go a few extra little steps, but you can do it.
Oh, like you would know.
Here in Arizona, it was fine. I could just go out and go to a gun show and buy one. There was no problem. I only had to have an ID, and it was fine we were good to go over here. Because I checked with a couple of gun shops as well, and they told me the same. So whether it's different in different states, but here in Arizona, I was allowed to just go and buy one used.
And I mean, depending on when it was too. I mean, if it was quite a while back, I mean, since I've been here, I know you can do it, and like I said, there's just a lot more you got to do it.
Probably about 9 years.
Yeah, no, maybe it's just Arizona because I've been doing this for 11 years, and yeah, ever since I've been in the business, you can do that. It's just you have to do certain things in order to do it, but you can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the state
thing. I'd have to look and see if it's state specific on Arizona.
It probably is because California's got their own state specific stuff along those lines also. Not only about who can have them, but what firearms you can and can't buy. Yeah.
Yeah, Reloader 762 says Ruger LCR. I think it was an LCR, to be honest. Yeah. It was a black one. Yeah, I think it was a 5-shot. It was 5-shot.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
So, Rollis is here. Welcome in, buddy.
Hey, Rollis.
Remington 700 is one of the most prolific actions in all of firearmdom. You can have that easily rebarreled in whatever you want, Rollis, if you've really shot out the barrel. And I'm sure you would know. Minute of foot doesn't sound very.
I mean, it still shoots.
Is that minute of squirrel or minute of foot?
That's just in case something's moving.
Yeah. Yeah, that to the topic, and we'll move on. My first gun I got for Christmas when I was 10. It was a Ted Williams 22 lever action single shot. Did some research on it later after I started getting more into guns as an adult. Turns out it was made by Ithaca, and I've seen
49.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a little, like a 18-inch barrel. But the barrel is real heavy. It's a real thick barrel on that gun. You talking about a tack driver, man. I used to could go out in the woods with 5 rounds of 22 long rifle, bring back 3 squirrels and two cartridges. I mean, thing to shoot. But back then I could see better. Good night, D-Dub. Don't leave us with the children.
There you go. Right on Floridian. Floridian's got it good. There you go.
That's awesome.
That's cool, man. Y'all got some pretty birds down there, Floridian. I'm guessing that's 15. Yeah.
So Andy, what you're saying is it's cold.
That's too cold for a Georgia boy.
It doesn't feel any colder than 0. It just you die quicker.
Mark, I think me and you are about the same age. I may be a year or two older than you. I think when we retire, we should do the Turkey Grand Slam, man. You got to get 4 out of the 5 different turkey species, and that's native to the United States. Osceola's one. The ones we have around here is another one. That would be fun. Can you imagine me and Mark Thomas turkey hunting on our Harleys?
Mobile managing.
Hey, I'll get in on that.
That would be fun. Because during turkey seasons in the spring, most of the places you go, it's not that cold. You could probably ride.
I can borrow my buddy's Harley and join on in. It'd be like a band of demons.
It's got to be yours, Kyle. You can't borrow a buddy's Harley. Come on, man.
I'm not
Come
buying
on.
another bike. I'm
Come
too
on,
old
man.
for that.
So I've told y'all about my first gun before, huh? Sorry. Uh, what made me want that gun so bad for Christmas was hunting with that Savage with the 410 underneath and a 22 on the top.
Savage, yeah. Savage or Stevens.
Yeah. And somebody mentioned it earlier is what made me think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a 2220 sitting in the basement.
Hobbies, hobo.
I sure did miss the leaves being on the damn trees.
All right.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a white Christmas, Rebel? I'm telling you. That don't
It's
happen.
been a minute.
No, I'm over. I'm so over snow, dude. It's snowing right now.
Me too.
It's supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be bad next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about
us
to
here
say,
too.
y'all just getting ramped up.
Yeah, we'll have a white Christmas here.
I'm sure we will. I don't want one, but I'm sure we will.
Yeah, Scotsman.
We
We'll
got
be
snow in
like,
the
I think we're
mountains, but-
supposed to be down to 17 next week, and then probably on Christmas it'll be 50 degrees.
Right. That's how it rolls around here, man.
I was gonna say, when'd you move
Our
to Georgia?
our weather is just nuts.
Man, I'll tell you what, living just a little bit east of you guys, man, my weather's a lot different.
I'm right by the lake, dude. It's nuts up here.
But I agree with Tommy Boy. I don't like snow. Abigail, that's sweet of you. Uh, my idea of what snow should be is like you buy an airplane ticket, fly somewhere like a ski resort, have Christmas, then get on the plane and fly back to Georgia. One of the reasons snow ain't so bad around here, number one, we don't get that much of it. It's usually gone in 24 to 48 hours. So we just get a day or two out of work and then carry on.
Yeah,
We
Abigail,
can be
we get some good snow here. We've had last year we had well over a foot. It can get pretty heavy out here, and it's gonna be worse this year. This year is gonna be a bad winter.
I think it's been about 20 years since we've had one here. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it's not a normal thing here.
Yeah, in California, where I am in my part of the state, we rarely see any snow here. We have some local hills that go up to 7,000 to 8,000 feet within 50 miles of me, and they get some snow in the wintertime. The Sierra is doing pretty well already. We've had a couple of big storms. The ones that are hitting the east right now started off over here. And there's some of the resorts up there are at 10, 12 feet already of snow in the Sierra.
Good. That's where y'all get a lot of y'all's water.
That's where most of our water comes, depends on the Sierra snowfall. Arizona too, and Mac, up around Flag, they've got snow up there right now, I think too.
Yeah, I can walk out of the house here in shorts and t-shirt, 70, 75 degrees, jump in the car, drive 1 hour north, and I can be in 3 foot of snow.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of people do is they drive their pickup trucks up, fill the back of the pickup trucks with snow, drive it back. They throw it on their gardens for a couple of hours. They got snow in their gardens. They take some photos, and that's what a lot of people do.
Free water.
Basically, 40 minutes to an hour, I can be in 3 foot of snow. And then when you get fed up, you jump back in the car, drive down, put my shorts and t-shirt back on. Can't be bad.
Throw it on their gardens or on the yard, Mac man?
They just throw it out on the front yard, and it looks like they got snow outside the house, and they take a load of photos, and then within an hour it's all melted. But they drive, you see them coming back with mounds of snow in their pickup trucks.
Yeah, I was giving you crap because years ago my sister was married to a guy from Liverpool, and he would always talk about a garden. And I said, What are you talking about? I said, it's called a yard. But I guess in England you guys call it gardens.
Gardens, yeah.
I caught that as soon as you said it.
Yeah, out the garden.
So your garden is just grass.
Yeah.
Our gardens are like flowers, plants, vegetable plants, little troll characters.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, they just call it out the garden, and it's just everything, covers everything, really.
Around here, when you say garden, we're growing corn, tomatoes, potatoes, okra, squash.
Depending on what part of the state and they're growing stuff they shouldn't be growing.
That happens. Of course, watermelon, cantaloupes, and squash do very well around here where I live.
Yep.
Of course, we grow as far as profitable stuff. We grow a lot of cotton and soybeans. You can find
there you go. Food plot, exactly right. Food plot.
If
in the fall, broccoli and cauliflower grow good here because we have a nice long season before it gets stupid cold for that 2 days. It's gonna kill the plants. Devil's cabbage.
Abigail.
No comment.
You can grow that just about anywhere. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say anymore.
Rebel, behave yourself. Okra in the South is a
staple.
It's a delicacy, man. You basically slice it up, Put it in flour and cornmeal, salt and pepper. Fry it
Bacon
with
is good.
onions, maybe a little bit of bacon, and sometimes green tomatoes.
Yep. I'm hungry now. Can I tell you about my first deer slayer, Jamie?
Absolutely. Did we not get to your favorite Christmas memory?
We didn't get to mine.
Oh my goodness.
When I was 10, my father gave me a Winchester Model 1300 20 gauge with a 32-inch barrel on it. That was all well and good. But this is my first deer slayer, and I'm going to show it to y'all. I'm sorry. But when I was 12, I got my Marlin 35 Remington. I still own it today. And Jamie's seen it. He's held it.
Not the one that don't shoot.
Is that the one that goes bang or doesn't go bang?
That's the one that didn't go bang that day. I forgot it had a crossbar safety on it. It was funny. It was funny. Yep,
See,
tried like 5 different rounds. I'm like, I don't know.
oh man, you couldn't even pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, no, you'd pull the trigger and the hammer would go bang against that block. It wouldn't hit the firing pin. And it'd been 20 years since I've shot that dang thing. I forgot all about that crossbar thing. Because it's got the half cock and then the full cock. I don't know. But that was funny. But that's what I took my first deer with. That's actually, I've taken a lot of deer with that thing. But yeah, that was Christmas Day when I was 12 years old, and me and my dad went out that night. That's probably my fondest memory, as far as it involves firearms.
I bought my 35 Remington for myself when I graduated high school, and I can't count the deer that thing's put on the ground.
I did the same thing. My cousin had a 35 Remington, and I wanted that rifle so bad as a kid, and as soon as I was able to, I bought myself one.
Marlin 336.
Marlin 336. Yeah.
Those are nice. And I'd taken it for granted for all these years, and then now you can't get them. And one with like my 3030 was made in 1974. My 35 was made in 1980. So they both have those JM stamps. That JM stamp brings a premium now.
I have had 2 old ones, and one I gave my brother. It was in 1950, one of the first models, and then I found a 1952. They were both they're both called waffle tops. They're not drilled and tapped for scope, and they're SCs, I believe, almost identical.
Yeah, cornbread and fried okra. See, the trick to okra is you have to deslime it. I bet 6-shooter Texan knows how to deslime okra. Winchester 94 when he turned 18. I bet it was a 3036. Tommy Boy says 4570 Marlin is 2000. I've seen them at 14.99. But I think
Good Lord.
I know. I paid $159 for mine.
Hell, mine had a dang Nikon scope sitting on top of it when I got it, and I promise you, my father didn't pay more than $250 for it. Hell, that was over 30 years ago. Goodness gracious.
Look at that. 6 says 30/30, $99. I was right.
Oh wow! I'll take two right now.
At that price, you just can't get them anywhere. Man, you can't buy ammo for that anymore.
Who needs to buy ammo, Jamie?
People that don't reload.
You
If
can.
they
The
don't
last
reload, they're
time
probably not watching this chat.
I saw some 30/30 at the store the other day, and it was you remember Jamie probably what 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago when I bought that ammo. I bought it for $10 a box. They
Yeah.
had it for almost $30 a box.
I'll tell you the one that shocked me today was there was a ton of online gun stores today that got Varget. It's $369 for 8 pounds.
It's
I'm
all
like,
old. It's all old stock.
Midway had it. There was like 4 or 5 different places popped up in Discord today. Varget was everywhere, but it was all 350, 370 for 8-pound jugs.
Yeah, if you like it, grab as much as you can because they don't make it anymore.
Yeah, I forgot what the powder was that I saw the other day, but it was $60 a pound.
Varget?
I'm not sure if it was Varget. I don't remember what it was, but I saw one the other day. It was $60 a pound.
It was probably that voody stuff.
No, it wasn't Vivid 40.
What they're doing is they're pushing CFE 223, getting rid of Varget.
I've used it.
I'd be
before.
really surprised
I've
if they get rid of Varget. That's a newer powder. It's a good seller.
Oh yeah, that's been a staple for 223 for a long time. Well, not a long time, but like you said, it's been a good
staple
powder.
for a
Everybody
lot
likes
of calibers. I mean,
Yeah, those two
yeah.
powders are like nothing alike, are they? Really? I mean, when you sit and look at them,
They don't look alike.
I was talking to
They
Heath,
don't
my
look
boss.
alike, but the burn factor is about the same.
I was talking to Heath, my boss, and he said that he can't. He tried to order Varget and can't get it because it's all old
Well, yeah,
stock.
because like I said, it's that popular. It's a powder. I mean, it's a popular powder. Like Tommy says, I'd be really surprised if they were discontinuing Varget. Very surprised.
they use Varget for way too
several
many.
pound jugs in the gun safe downstairs. So
You hear about it when they get rid of a powder. 4320 was the last big one they got rid of, and that wasn't Hodgdon. But one that's been discontinued because the something happened to the plant or something happened with the industry. Somehow it's Trail Boss made in Australia.
Trail Boss, Australia, yeah. I like Trail Boss for a couple of loads that I make.
And that was
And
pretty
I found
popular
about
too. But that
6
was
pounds of it.
the only rule you have is don't crush the donuts.
Jamie, what do you call Trail Boss? What did you tell me about Trail Boss?
Cheerios.
yeah, it's Cheerios.
I ain't
No.
repeating that. There's a lot of people that like that stuff, but it's underpowered, man. I mean,
Well, that's what it's for.
It's full pressure. It's just low velocity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you can't overcharge a case.
Unless
As
you
long as you
compress it.
don't crush a donut, you're golden.
Yeah.
There's G23.
Yeah, if you're seating a bullet with Trail Boss and you start hearing the crunchies, pull that bullet. Because
Yeah, you got to remember it's not low pressure. It's just low velocity.
Low velocity.
right.
So I have some of that, I think. 6-shooter Texan got 2 pounds of precision.
Yeah, I haven't seen that around here. Just the only one I've seen is a SOCOM, and it just saw it a short time ago. Yeah, Tommy, Tin Star is Vitavoy's version. It's not exactly the same, but it's a bulky powder design for the same thing. Cowboy
I
action
think
stuff.
the concept, and we got to let MacMan talk. We're winding down on time. Um, I think the concept is to fill the case up. Am I right? Wrong?
Yeah, if you look at any of the best loads, any of the most efficient loads, consistent loads, they're all 100% or more powder density. Slightly compressed from 100% to slightly compressed. Rifle stuff.
I agree with that. So, MacMan, tell us a little bit about what you got going on for Echo over on your channel.
Okay, so instead of doing just donations, I decided to do a raffle. Like I said on the other streams I've done, I've had a good year, and I'm going to give some decent prizes away. Echo's been good to me. If it wasn't for Echo, I would never done my videos. I would never started my YouTube channel. He was the first stream I ever jumped on with Echo and AR, and they sort of got me going in this whole thing. I would have never met any of you guys if it wasn't for those two guys. So he's going through a tough time, and I thought I'd give back a little bit. So what I've done is, instead of just doing donations, like I said, I'm going to do a raffle. So if you can see there, guys, that's going to be one of the prizes. That's a 12-piece Mac screwdriver set. Its retail value is almost $300. So I'm going to be giving that set away. So that's one of the prizes. I'm also going to be doing a 15-piece plier set, small, medium, and large. Comes in a little tote bag. So again, almost $300 value, retail value that I sell these on the truck for. So there's a nice plier set. I tried to go for something that guys in the shooting and loading community could use. So I picked those, and the third one is going to be, it's like a little grab bag, tote bag. So these bags are great for carrying ammo, guns to the range. And inside the bag, I've got a pair of these red back. They call them bamboo socks. Super warm, super comfy. So there's a pair of socks in there. There's a Kershaw mini knife you can carry on your keys. It comes with a bottle opener on it and a knife. There. We've got one of these Mac Tool beanies, but they have got the LED lights on them. So you've got LEDs, you've got the red flash if you're going to ride a bicycle or something. So we got the beanie hat. I got one of these can coolers for the larger cans. Pretty cool. These came out new this year, so I put one of those in there. I've got the Mac Tools t-shirt, so I'm throwing one of those in, the shirts. And we got one of these nice fleeces. They're a hoodie fleece. It's got the Mac Tools logo on it. It's got a nice thick hood. These are really nice, thick, warm fleeces. So that's going to be a third prize that I'm doing. So that was just like a little grab bag. And how I'm doing it, guys, is I'm selling tickets, basically raffle tickets. They're $5 a piece. If you don't want to even spend $5, just send me $1. I don't care, because it's all going to go to Echo. So if you go to my channel, MacMan039 Reloading, the last video I posted, I'm explaining about everything. And down in the comments is my email address, my PayPal, and all the details. So basically, if you spend $5, you get a ticket. If you're generous to go to $50, I'll give you 10 tickets and 5 bonus tickets. And then for the guys that want to step it up and do the $100, you get 20 tickets, 10 bonus, and I'm going to throw in one of these out the front knives. They come with a belt clip on them. glass breaker. Comes with a little holster. So I got a little holster for them so you can wear them on your belt. And they're not autos, they're spring assisted. You actually have to push the thing forward for it to work. So it's a way that a lot of people can have these in states where you're not allowed to have autos because it's classed as a spring assisted. So anybody who donates $100, I will send one of these out free of charge to you as well, apart from all your tickets. I'm going to do the draw probably towards the middle end of January, so it gives us a chance to get some money in. A lot of guys have already sent me money, and I've already sent it to Echo. I actually talked to Echo today on the text, and he was really appreciative of what we've done. I sent him a bulk of money today. He's thanked me. He's thanking all you guys that are donating. He's really touched by what we're doing for him. So as the money comes in, as I get a couple of $100, I'm going to send it to him because he needs it now rather than wait until the end of January to give it him as a lump sum. That's no, guys. Okay, I'm back. So I'll be sending to him. So 100% of the proceeds I'm giving to Echo. I'm covering all the cost of the tools I'm giving away. I'm going to cover the cost of shipping. And if you send $50 to me, for instance, and PayPal take whatever fees they take out, I'm still going to round it back up to that 50. So whatever you send to me, I'm going to send to Echo. So even though PayPal might take some fees out, I'm covering it. So he's getting 100% of the proceeds. So I'm not keeping nothing at all, guys. I'll probably do weekly updates, let you know how it's going, keep reminding you that we're doing it. And so go to my channel, guys. It's also on the bottom of the screen there. You can go straight to the video and just help a guy out who's in a bad place. And that's what it's all about. It's just helping somebody out. So I really appreciate you letting me come in on tonight, Jamie, and pushing this off my channel. And I know Guns and Barbecue is doing something similar as well. That's where I got my idea from. So you can check him out. I believe he's giving away some gift cards as well. So he's got it going as well. But it was his video I watched gave me the idea to go ahead and do this. So the more of us that can do it, obviously, the more people we can help. So just thanks, guys. And what else? I'm just touched by the amount of money that's coming in already. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for being here tonight and sharing with us. And yeah, we all come together and help people. That's what we do as a community, and I appreciate your efforts. I know what it takes. I've done 2 of them. I'm still recovering, or I would be helping out more. But I'm hoping to make a donation as soon as I can.
6-shooter. If you go to MacMan's webpage, his YouTube page, and you go to the About tab, you can get his email. You don't have to do PayPal. You can get a hold of him, and he can take a credit card, or you can mail him a check. He'll take whatever you want to give, and that goes for anybody who doesn't do PayPal or doesn't want to use PayPal. Also, if you do use PayPal and you want to do it another way, you can go over to Guns and Barbecue. He has it set up a little different. He has it set up that you are donating directly to Echo, and then Echo is telling him who has donated, and that person gets tickets into his raffles. That's how he's doing it. So you should check out his video as well. I don't know if it was his last one because I know he did a couple lives, but it's a few videos ago, and he outlines everything and gives all the information in his description. But go to the About tab in MacMan's YouTube page, and you can get his email address.
Well, we put a link up earlier, and that video takes you to MacMan's. This one right here. That link takes you straight to MacMan's video on that, and his email is in the description.
I just threw it out there again, but like Jamie said, this is kind of what we've done in the past. We always come together and help each other, and Echo's no different. So MacMan's stepping up to the plate and doing this and helping out, and it's pretty awesome. So if you can help out, please do so.
Yeah, I forgot to say about the. Sorry, I forgot about to say about the PayPal. If anybody doesn't want to use PayPal, just email me. My email's on the about page. I'll send you back my number, or send me your number, and I can give you a call, and I can take a credit card over the phone. As I'm an authorized distributor with Mac Tools, I got my own credit card machine. If you want to send checks, we can do all that. We can work something out just so we can get this money in. So you don't have to use PayPal. You can use anyway. Just email me, call me, and we can get it sorted.
Very good. You're not doing Cash App or Venmo or any of that kind of stuff?
I'll be honest, I've never done it. I'm old school. I've never got into that. I should get into it, but it goes over my head. I've just never done anything with it.
I'm kind of
Look,
feeling
dude,
bad.
if you can do a credit card machine, you can do that pretty easy. I'm sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
I'm feeling bad for wearing a snap-on jacket right now.
Well, unsnap that sucker.
You know what? You know what? I'll do that. Watch this. Please hold. I've been in this game for a minute, and I'm sure MacMan will recognize where this jacket came from.
We can't see you, Kyle.
I know. I haven't got the jacket on yet. I'm still wearing the.
Oh, you ain't
jacket.
dressed.
Yeah, we're glad the camera's off. Please keep it off.
So I'm thinking if you're going to be live on the internet, you need to have your pants on.
It's kind of a necessity.
And we are live.
Let's see.
What if they can only see you from here down or here up? Do you still need pants on from here down?
Stop giving people ideas.
Maybe.
I don't know, Mark, and I don't want to know.
Cold weather.
Gene, do you ever wonder if the anchor man on the news has got any pants on?
No.
I've never really cared.
Does not cross my mind.
It didn't cross mine until you brought that up. So
I'm wondering if the weather lady has any on.
I hear you.
You know, I was just about to say the same thing. There's a few weather ladies in that out there. I wouldn't mind seeing what they got under.
Oh, it's a family show. Family show.
Hey, we were keeping it clean. We kept it clean. I don't want to hear it.
Kyle, I got to tell you, man, on those really cold mornings when I'm out riding my bike or out hunting, I love a good union suit.
So there was
Kyle. You're trying to figure out how long it takes Kyle to get
little
dressed.
early. He said, check your email at MacMan039. So I'm checking my emails. I can't see nothing coming in. Sorry, say that again, Chris.
I said I was just trying to figure out how long it takes Kyle to put a coat on. Or whatever it is he's putting on.
Well, it's Kyle, so it could be a while. We could be here all night.
All right, go ahead, Walter.
Wait, we talking about Easter or cornbread now? Oh.
Fourth of July.
Fletcher, yes, I do, sir. I have multiple kilts.
Praying for Easter.
It's a little
hard
chilly
getting
right
old,
now,
boys.
so At this point in time, no, I do not. But normally, yes, I do. But it is a little chilly since, we wear them the proper way around here. We don't wear them the American way. We wear them the proper way.
With the ribbon?
With a bow.
Don't know where you've been, but you won first place.
First prize. That's great, Six. Man, that mold you sent me, I absolutely love that thing. It's absolutely beautiful. NOE ain't got nothing on 6-shooter Texan.
No, it is a beautiful
Got
mold.
that right.
I gotta try that CW. I gotta try getting completely wasted and pass out in the grass and see what happens if I wake up with a bug.
I'd heard that before, but it never gets old.
No, I've seen that one a few times. It's good.
I knew nothing.
So
I knew nothing about molds, but from watching all your guys' videos, 6-shooters molds probably got to be about the best looking mold you guys show off.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
They're dandies.
I have a couple of NOE molds that I purchased. I have one that I won before Gunwild one.
So I've never spoken to 6-shooter. Never.
Mac, you're jumping in and out.
So I
So I
really
don't know
like
if
that
my
mold. I really like that mold that you got there, Walter. And I commented on Ricky's videos to email me, but he hasn't gotten back to me about that mold. Because I'm getting ready to start casting for 380.
And well, keep in mind he doesn't make them, by the dozens. He makes one or two of each one. He's made one for 44, one design, and he sent a couple of those out, I think, and he made a couple extras of that 452-200 45 ACP, and then he made a couple of these 380s. But and it's not just the way they look. Those molds cast so well because of the precision that with which he makes them. Each cavity is exactly identical to the next one, and all the venting that he puts into them is right. He uses great big alignment pins and large, thick sprue plates with big filled funnels in them, so you can put a lot of sprue on top, which helps us form those bases out. His designs is just a superior design, I think. But
yeah,
I see that. I see that.
I saw the videos from everyone else, and I was sitting here going to myself, dude, I would love to have one of those. And then I go to the freaking PO box the other day, and I go to check the PO box for something else, not expecting anything from 6-shooter, and there's a box, and I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me. And the whole way home, I'm like, man, I'm so excited to open this freaking box. I'm so excited to open this freaking box. And then I get home, the first thing I do is I open that box and make the video. And dude, that thing is insane. That man is one hell of a machinist.
Yeah, he does good work. Very, very meticulous.
We're running out of time fast. We got to clear the floor for Gizzard Gary. Man, you want to try to? Looks like you got a better connection now. You want to try to say what you were saying again?
Yeah, I was just going to say I've never met 6-shooter. I've seen some of the videos, but like I said, if he's got a chance, I would like to buy one of those 45 ACP molds off him, and I would like to buy some of the plastic trays he makes for holding the shells. And he can pass that money on if he wants to pass it on. But I'd love to be able to get one of his molds and some of his trays. And 6-shooter, if you're watching, just send me an email or jump on or try and talk to me. And let's try and get together. I really love your stuff. And if we can do something, I would love that. Look at Kyle with his jacket on.
It took me
Oh,
a
there he
minute.
is.
I had to go out to
Oh,
the
I
car
did.
and get it. My nice reflective, waterproof, cold weather Mac Tools jacket.
Now you're talking.
All right, let's go through the room, say our good nights, and clear the way for Gizzard Gary. Scotsman, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Guys, I appreciate everyone out there. Appreciate the link. Appreciate being here. Great chat, back and forth with the guys here, and obviously in the side chat. Side chat was blowing up. If you can help Echo, please do so. You got multiple ways. You got MacMam, and it's an awesome thing he's doing. Lots of good prizes out there. It's not about the prizes; it's about helping Echo. But if you can do so, please do so. I know it's a tough time of the year. I know we're dealing with the mass inflation and so on and so forth. But if you guys can help out, even if it's just a little bit, please do so, and it is appreciated. And MacMan, I will be getting with you here soon, and we'll get something figured out. Probably later this coming week. I'll get with you, and I'll get some money your way.
That's great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Gene, what's up?
Oh, not much. Thanks for having me on. The highlight of my week is Friday night on the Georgia Shooting Connection. Yes, everybody, please go help Echo out. Great dude, very much deserving. And our tribe does take care of our tribe, and that's the great part about this. That's why I love about it. Let's see. Got a busy weekend coming up, making some videos. Going to get to watch some other videos while I'm doing some other stuff. And man, just always remember to live, love, laugh, and reload.
Thanks for being here, brother. Walter, what do you got coming up, brother?
Well, hey, first of all, it's a real pleasure as always to be here with all of you guys. I'm really thankful for the hospitality that the Georgia Shooting Connection offers to us left-siders, and good to say howdy to the side chat and all our friends over there. They've been participating a lot of back and forth between the panel and the side chat tonight. I love that. That's great. I'm going to be gone for the weekend. Going to go up a couple hundred miles north of me and spend some time with family. The rest of the family's all got little short people running around for Christmas plays and all that kind of stuff on the Christmas weekend. So we're doing the rest of the family stuff this coming weekend. I get back from that on Monday. I got some casting to do. Speaking of 6-shooter Texan, I haven't had a chance to cast that mold yet, so that's going to happen this week, and you guys will see video of that. You'll get a teaser on YouTube, and that's it. The rest of it will go on my Rumble channel. And I've got a couple other molds waiting in the wings too to show you guys. So there'll be video on that. I got to get my Easter videos out here. So thanks again, Jamie and Kyle and CW and everybody else here.
Thanks for being here, Walter.
Thanks for being here, man.
Chris, what are you up to this week?
Well, thanks. First off, thanks for the link. I always love coming on here on Friday nights. Side chat's just awesome. Panel's awesome. It's always a good time on Friday night. I don't want to plug anything for myself, but what I would like to tell everybody to do when we're done here, go over to Gizzard Gary's chat. He retired yesterday, so go over and wish him happy retirement. And he hit 2,000 subscribers about an hour ago. So go over there, give him a congratulations on retirement. And he's a good friend of mine. Love the guy. So just go over there and say hi and wish him happy retirement and happy 2,000 subscribers. And that's all I got.
Well, thank you for being here, my brother. Congratulations on your 2,000 as well. And I won a prize, and hopefully you'll be seeing a video about that coming up soon. Mac Man, thanks for what you're doing. Anything you got coming up video wise?
So I'm going to be hopefully going to do some casting tomorrow, as long as it's not too cold here. It's been pretty cold here in the morning, so I'm going to do some casting tomorrow. I'm going to try and get. I got to get all the knives out to all the guys that have subbed, donated over the $100. I'm going to get the knives packed up and get them shipped tomorrow. I got a few of them to do. Sunday morning, it looks like I'm going to be I've been invited to go duck hunting, so we're going to go out duck hunting on Sunday, and that's pretty much that. I'd just like to say thank you so much for letting me come on and saying about my raffle and spending time on your show. It's been really good. Side chat's been really great tonight, and I really appreciate coming on. I love coming on and talking to you guys. It makes my week.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for what you're doing for Echo. You're always welcome, man. Just let me know when you're free on Friday nights.
Thank you.
Kyle, you going to do anything this week?
You turn your speaker on.
Yes,
That's
I
more
am.
better.
As long as my dog doesn't wake me up at 3:00 in the morning again. She wanted to come out and lounge by the pool. She didn't have to go to the bathroom. And then I never did go back to sleep. Man, this jacket is hot. That was in the car. This is my cold weather jacket. I'm casting up a bunch of 230 grain missiles because I was volunteered to send some out, and I'm going to do it. I've got the containers and all that stuff. They're the flat rate boxes. Just gotta get them sent out. So that's what I'm going to be doing first thing in the morning, probably before breakfast. And then again, thanks to everybody on the panel. Thanks to everybody in the side chat, and let's do whatever we can for Echo. He's in a rough spot. We've all been in a rough spot, and it ain't nice to be there. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. CW, what you got?
I'm just going to echo everything everybody else says about Echo. Check them out. Check out the different ways you have to support him, right from directly sending him funds through PayPal to Guns and Barbecues, and now MacMan's gracious offerings to raise money, and even get some opportunity to win some prizes. Guns and Barbecue has gift cards, and he's talked about maybe doing credit card, MasterCard, Visa card, so you can go shopping anywhere you want to. So you got a couple different ways you might win some prizes, and you're helping Dave out at the same time. He really appreciate it. His email is available through Guns and Barbecue. The description in one of Guns and Barbecue's videos, along with the PayPal there in that video. So if you want to do that, you want to go directly to him, you can do that. Thanks for the side chat, and as always, the panel is great. Everybody on's great. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and remember all those who can't be home for Christmas who wish to be. So keep them all in your prayers.
Who are defending us. So we're doing this next Friday night?
Sure.
I'll be here.
Absolutely.
Should be okay.
Cool. Again, your time is the most valued commodity you have, because you don't know how much the Lord has blessed you with.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Merry Christmas to everybody. We appreciate you choosing to spend some of your time with us on Friday nights. Christmas there's a reason for it, and Christmas leads to Easter. So think about that over the weekend. We we're going to, if the Lord is willing, we will see y'all again next Friday night at 8 o'clock, and we hope He blesses you all real good. And until then.